Hello everybody, Terrence Popp from the Lair. And let's see, I got some more stories for you guys today, but just want to go over a few things. I've been getting a lot of fucking nasty gram email from the feminists out there about how my channel's a hate channel, and I'm basically trying to brainwash the youth of today to give up the ghost on the women. And let me tell you, I don't understand where they're coming from, because I call them as I see them, and I've lived through the divorce process. I saw exactly how it worked. I was homeless, I was all fucked up, and I made it through. I played the long game. I made it. At least I'm closer to the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting up there. And these women are like fucking ripping me down because they're saying that all my shit is a lie and it's fucking inaccurate and blah, blah, blah. Now listen, gentlemen, this has been going on for almost 50 fucking years, basically since the tail end of Vietnam, okay? And we've now watched our fathers, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers get fucked over by this goddamn system. And it's not looking like it's gonna end anytime soon. In fact, they're fucking feeding on each other up there in fucking Hollywood because they ran out of people to attack. Now I'm trying to figure out why this is. Is it because the conservatives, have basically turned their back and they're just saying fuck you guys? And since the conservatives really aren't reacting anymore to what the liberals are fucking putting up, they've done their marches, they've done all their fucking other crazy shit. And I think they're running out of targets, and they start going after each other. It's kind of like a piranha fucking swarm that you don't give them food for a while, they start eating each other. And then before you know it, you have 18 piranha, then you come back from camp, you got like fucking 3, but they're real big and fat. Not that I know anything about that or anything, but it is what it is. And all of this bullshit fucking laws that we have to fucking pass for these women, just, not only do they get the protection of the Constitution, they get VAWA, they have all these fucking programs. It is fucking sickening. And I was just thinking, like, why the fuck, if you were a small or middle businessman, would you hire a woman employee? Any given time, she can fucking accuse you of taking you to court for sexual harassment. Doesn't really need to have any proof, and you can't do anything about it because she's protected by the Whistleblower Act. You gotta fucking have floor space for lactating women. They're fucking constantly fucking bitching about their pay, but they want to go home. They don't want to do the dirty, dangerous, or discomfort jobs. They have absolutely no fucking, thought of all of the men who get killed and maimed on the fucking job. And they have the gall to fucking say, fuck those guys. I want to get paid what they get, but I don't want to have to deal with any of the danger. I don't want any of the dirt or discomfort. That men can fucking have that. I just want the fucking pay. Listen. Time equals money and risk equals fucking reward. And I have no idea why these fucking feminists would say just can't get that through their fucking mind. Jesus fucking Christ, gentlemen. Alright, also, I took my fucking cholesterol medicine and it's making me flush in my face. It's fucking large doses of niacin. Works like a charm. Brings up my bad cholesterol. I should probably do a show and go through all of the fucking nuances I do to fucking stay in shape at my age and be able to compete with people. Even though, it's a losing battle, but, what are you going to do? I love it when people say age is just a number. And the second half of that is, yeah, and it goes up by 1 every fucking year. Fuck you. Alright, where do we leave off here? Okay, I got some stories here from my time in Egypt. Okay, we've got a 18-hour pass, and we got to leave South Camp, and we went to Nama Bay, which is this fucking resort in the Red Sea. Apparently it's a big thing now, but back then it was kind of ghetto, It's the middle of fucking desert. What are you gonna do? So we go up there, we're drinking some of the goddamn beer that has formaldehyde in it. Didn't really like it. It was alright. And then like those little Pepsis and Cokes, and everyone wants to talk to you and tell you their deal. And we're just sitting there, like, I think there was like 7 of us, and we're watching the women in the water because, this is in Egypt, and some of these women, I think there's some Swedish women and a couple German chicks, they're walking around without any fucking top on. Now, we're all dudes between the ages of 18 and 23. Now, everyone fucking knows why we're there. We're there to drink and look at tits. Period. And that's what we did. I mean, there's really not much else going on. Until I got fucking a couple beers in me and evil Popp took the wheel. Well, you know, they had a couple of these dogs that always follow us around. We give them food, you know. Yeah, they're nice. You know, they're just they're semi-wild dogs. They don't really belong to anybody. But it is what it is. You know, I had 5 or 6 of those Chemlights, you know, just the regular yellow ones. So I cracked them all open. I poured out all the fucking liquid. And this one dog was sitting there. We gave him some fucking, that was part of a beef and, you know, it was a ham and chicken loaf. That fucking, one of the first generation MRE menus. You have to choke it fucking down. So we poured this shit all over the dog. It's glowing. Okay, it's not toxic. It's, you know, you can fucking drink the shit. You'll be fine. The sun is coming down. And we let the dog go. And you can literally see him running on the beach. He looks like a fucking ghost dog, you know? And people are freaking the fuck out. Like, people are, like, running. Like, there's women in these Habibs, you know? They're fucking, ah! They're running. Kids are fucking screaming. It's under fucking pandemonium. I mean, it was probably, you know, 100, 150 people on the beach. And this dog starts running around, you know, he's just being a nice, just normal dog behavior, running after people. People are fucking jumping out of their fucking skin. Oh my God! Oh. So we're sitting back there just laughing our goddamn balls off. Okay, now the Swedish and German chicks that were coming out of the water, they fucking knew the deal. They weren't scared of the dog at all. But everyone else, all of the locals, everybody, they were bailing. They were fucking gone. So these women walk up to us, their fucking tits are hanging out, and they're like, they're going, why the fuck should you do that? We're like, why not fucking do it? The dog's fine, everyone just, they all ran away, and now it's just you and us on the beach, so what you doing tonight? I didn't get lucky that night, but it was interesting. You know, I've never really been drunk under the table by chicks before, but that one German chick, man, she built like a refrigerator, and she could put them away. But good times, good times. Okay, these are a couple other, these are from sector stories. All right, now, at OP31, you know, you spend time up in the observation tower, and you count all the cars, and you estimate how many people, and you got to keep track. And I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but, you know, this particular day, it was my 4 hours to go up in the tower. The way we worked it, you had 4 hours on the radio, 4 hours on the tower, and we rotated, so you have a day off, and then you do other things. Even though I was the field sanitation guy for the entire OP, I never really had a day off, but I got to sleep a little bit, and you know, I actually had some fun. Just a couple more stories with that one. So it's my turn to be in the tower. You know, I probably had 36 cars roll by, and you know, 2 or 3 people per car. And I don't know what is up there, but they drive their goddamn headlights off. At least they did back then. Perhaps they thought it would wear out the battery or something. So, you know, I can hear the car coming. It doesn't have its headlights on, but I can fucking see it. And it's one of those big 78 station wagons. And goes by me like at 90, 95 miles an hour. You know, I'm just like, I put down 1 car, 4 people. And at OP31, if you go down about 5 clicks past our OP, the road makes this crazy right turn, and if you don't make it, you basically hit a mountain or up the side of a hill. I mean, whatever. So they come flying by, and I don't think anything more about it. And all of a sudden I hear there's like a flash of light. I'm like, oh shit. You know, I get on the fucking 312 or whatever, the old fucking phones we used to have where you turn the wheel. I'm like, and I call down Latak. You know, my squad leader, you know, staff sergeant. I'm like, hey, had a car go by here? I don't think they made the turn. I think they hit the fucking wall. We got to go down there and see what's up. He's like, yeah, just come on down, get something to eat, then we'll roll out there. So, I mean, we're obviously not concerned. I mean, fuck. You know, what are we going to do about it? We're not first responders. Well, I go down there and I have, you know, ham and cheese omelet, some orange juice, a couple, you know, sides of toast. Me, my squad leader, and 2 other guys get in the vehicle that we have, and we roll down there. And it was not a pleasant sight. Everyone in the vehicle dead except a kid in the car seat. And apparently, I don't know, the guy was sleeping. I don't know what was going on. He didn't even shade the brakes. There was like no skid marks. He went off the road. It was like maybe 30 meters. The car was like airborne up until about 7 meters from this fucking granite or sandstone wall. I don't remember. And boom, hits that fucking. He's killed instantly, like ripped in half. He's got the steering wheel, crushed into him. There was a woman, she had hit the window and her brains had come out of her head through the window onto the hood of the vehicle and then on the rocks. And then there was a woman in the back seat. She had her seatbelt on, but she hit the front bench seat so hard, the top of her head exploded and her brains were on the dashboard. Everyone fucking dead. Blood everywhere. It was fucking horrible. And there's a kid in the car seat screaming. So, we take the kid out, what are we going to do? And it's not our lane, so we go back to the OP. We call Cairo, or we call Hire, and they call Cairo, and they send out some of these Cairo cops. So, we called them about 10 o'clock in the morning. The accident happened roughly about 8:45. So, these people were sitting in the sun all fucking day. And it's 120 fucking degrees. At noon, it goes up to 130. It's fucking hot as fuck. And, these two cops come out from Cairo. They ask us some questions. We have an interpreter there. We tell them what happened. They go down there and they write up a fucking report. And I'm thinking, okay, they're going to come out and they're going to take care of the vehicle. No. They just leave. So I'm like, fuck, dude, that's fucked up. All those dead people in the vehicle, who's going to clean that up? And then I hear crickets. And I'm like, no. So, me and this other guy, he's another private. I was a private first class. We get left there to clean all this shit up. So we're fucking scooping body parts and bags and dragging brains and and I'm like almost on the verge of vomiting. I'm like, ugh. I mean, it was horrible. There's flies in your face. God, it was fucking it was hellish. And we got the fucking, shit all fucking put in the body bags, and we drag them in the back of this pickup truck. It was a cut V. We roll them back to the fucking OP, and we have nowhere to store human remains, and we were told just to leave them at the, by the landing pad. So I'm like, okay. So we leave these fucking, there's like 3 body bags stuffed with their parts or whatever the fuck was going on the fucking airfield. And we got it done about 4 or 5 o'clock. I was too fucked up. I couldn't eat dinner. And they didn't come and get those body bags until the very next fucking day. So now these fucking body bags, or the bodies or guts or whatever's in there, has been basically unrefrigerated in a fucking desert environment for about, 36 fucking hours. It was fucking rancid, man. It was horrible. I had to fucking put on my pro mask, walk out there with this other guy, lift these fucking stinking body bags into the fucking chopper, all fucking 3 of them. There's shit leaking out. The pilot is dry heaving. It is fucked up. Fucked up. And then, he flies off. And, the smell of the dead bodies, remained on the airfield until, we finished our 3rd rotation, 2 months fucking later. It was fucking horrible. Okay, so, I have nightmares about that. I've had to clean up human remains a few times in my career, and it's never a good thing, man. It's never a good thing. And you would think when you talk to a human being that there's a lot more to them, but when you have to fucking shovel them up and put them in the bag, it's just a bunch of different colored sacks of water and goo, and that's about it. You don't know. I have no idea how it works. It's fucking put them in the fucking bag. It is what it is. So, I was I was the field sanitation guy for OP31, okay? I was responsible to clean out the water tank, fucking burn shit, burn garbage, take care of pests and vectors and shit like that. So, there was one time the water quit working. So, we went up to the fucking tank, and it's a big black plastic tank. We open it up, you can't see in there, so I strip down to my fucking Speedos, go into the fucking water tank, and lo and behold, plugging the fucking hole that goes down to the water that, you know, we bathe and drink is a pair of tennis shoes, a rubber glove, and a fucking wig. I have no idea how long that shit was in there, but it was fucking disgusting. So I fucking, you know, I have to fill out the fucking, you know, at the scuttle report. You know, I fill it out, I send it up to the top, say our fucking water's compromised, I'm gonna have to flush it all. And they're like, okay. So, you know, I tell them I'm flushing it right now. I go up there and I pull the fucking, you know, pin. It opens up, water runs down, and it all fucking thousands of gallons just runs out into the desert. Okay. I had to go in the tank, scrub it with bleach, fucking clean the fucker out. And a day and a half later, they brought another vehicle out to fucking, you know, give us water. So we were, you know, almost we were fucking out of water by the time the water actually showed up. And a weird fucking phenomena happened because we dumped all that water. We got fucking swarmed by all kinds of fucking crazy ass shit. I'm talking fucking poisonous asps, snakes, scorpions, and my favorite, the fucking camel spiders. And we didn't know it right away. You know, we'd see one or two here or there, and they look like a fucking hand. And they have this fucking, you know, big fucking mandibles. And if they're big enough, they hiss at you when you approach them. And what they really do is they go to their prey, and their venom, they nick you, and that venom deadens the pain so you can't feel it when you're asleep. And they fucking rip hunks of fucking flesh off and suck the fucking juice out. And it's fucking absolutely horrid. I've seen the wounds. I've seen people get fucked up. I've seen the fucking camels. It's not fucking good. So it's my job to get rid of all these camel spiders. And we figured out that they're living under the trailer where the kitchen and the radio and the talk is. So, you know, I fucking make this big fucking container. I mix it to fucking, you know, pest spray or whatever it is. Pull out the lattice and I go in there. And it was like something out of fucking Aliens. There was like hundreds of fucking camel spiders underneath there. And they had fucking, they would make these little fucking nests. They'd move up the sand and there'd be all this webbing around them. And that's where they hang out for most of the time. And at night they would come out. And I go down there and like I'm like 3 feet into it and I could hear them fucking hissing. And I have like the hair on the back of my neck is standing up. And I turn on the flashlight and I see this fucking abyss of fucking spiders and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm ill-equipped. I cannot go in there and do this shit. I just can't fucking do it. I tell the squad leader, you know, he's like, just get out there and squirt them. Fucking kill them. I'm like, Sergeant, this is fucking beyond my fucking pay grade. This is really fucking bad. We need to get professionals out here to unfuck this whole thing. So we get on the radio, send it up the fucking up the chain, and we had to live with these fucking camel spiders that were really fucking bad for about 2 weeks. Before, you know, they sent out some guys from Cairo that fucking fucked them all up. They had like professional like flamethrower fucking. They didn't shoot flames, but they fired this poison shit like a flamethrower. It went out like 40 feet. It was a big fucking, you know, powerful fucking, you know, spray. I had one of these little pump ones. There's no way I could fucking handle all that with that. They would fuck me up. They would have fucking attacked me and I'd be dead. It was like literally, I don't know. It was like something out of a horror movie. You know, it was insane. So, you know, I come in, I wake up, it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I have to go do my 4 hours on the radio, and then I have my 4 hours up in the tower. And, you know, so I walk in there, and I, you know, pour some milk, and, you know, eat some food, and I walk into the radio room, and this other specialist there named Kerr is just sitting there, and he's kind of doing the drone thing, you know, because there's really nothing going on. It's the fucking desert. No, you know, there's nothing going on. And I look and I see on the back of his fucking chair this camel spider. I mean, it is like about to crawl onto him. It's right there, because you know that's what camel spiders do. When you're fucking asleep, they come and they fucking, you know, feed on you. So real gingerly, I'm like, Kerr. He kind of wakes up and I go, yeah, stand up and come here real quick. I got to show you something. He's like, fuck you, Popp. God damn it. And he walks over. And I look at him, I grab him, like, And I turned him a little bit, and he sees the fucking spider, and it was like on the back of the chair. He goes, holy fuck! He screamed like a bitch and ran out. So I had to fucking deal with this thing, you know. I chase it down with a broom, and it hisses at me, and it's running around. Finally, I get a good spot, and I pin it down with a broom, and I just fucking crush him. And fucking guts and juice is shooting out. It's fucking horrible. So, you know, 2 weeks later, it's about, I wouldn't say 2 weeks. You know, it's more like 5 to 7 days, maybe 8 days. The Cairo fucking, you know, people come out. These guys had the van. It was all in Arabic, and they come out, barely even talk to us. They just pulled out the lattice and sprayed all of these fucking camel spiders. You could see them trying to run away, you know. And that was it. It took like 30 fucking minutes. He sprayed under that trailer, sprayed under the other trailers, you know, sprayed around the fucking perimeter, you know, of the whole OP, you know, the triple concertina barbed wire and everything. And then they left. They were there like 25 to 35 minutes. And that was it for the camel spiders. But dude, that shit was fucking horrible, and it still gives me nightmares to this day. And you know what? You know, just do me a favor, Google or search a camel spider, and look at it like real close, because it looks like some kind of alien animal, or that thing in Aliens that runs around and jumps on your fucking face. And these are true nightmare fucking things, and they really fucking exist. Anyway, that's all I have for tonight. You guys take it easy.